क्वेश्चन ये है कि बहुत सारे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम्स हैं, ये ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम बन कैसे रहे हैं? Lots of the people have I have shown you on the website lots of the Linux operating system exist. So how these are developed? ये भी क्वेश्चन होगा आपके दिमाग में, इसको डेवलप कैसे किया गया? So the simple answer from my side, actually we need a core operating system at every time, core OS. So core as OS, we can say the only the kernel is there. So now the question is, what is the kernel? In the term, you all of you have heard about this kernel. When we talk about the Linux, then of course kernel is there. So kernel is nothing, just it is interacting with the hardware. All the hardware like your CPU and your RAM, your keyboard, mouse, and all the input and output devices. So on the upside of the kernel, there is a shell is there, and over the shell there is a applications or application, whatever multiple applications are, command line based application and graphical interfaces. So every time kernel is required, if no kernel exists, Linux will not work. So kernel is making the direct communication with the hardware. Like if you are putting any command here, like I am going to use the ipconfig command or ifconfig command. So what it will take, it will first go on a shell. Shell will interact with the kernel, and kernel will interact with the hardware. This is the basic thing. And I hope you have heard about this already. So what the different vendors, they are pick the kernel from the Linux and then added some softwares, basic software, and then add some specific application, and after combining all the things, they launch their operating system. Now the question is this: can you make the operating system? The answer is yes. You can make your operating system and you can launch your operating system at the name of yours. What name you want. So same thing, there is a multiple organizations are there. Most popular is a two. One is a Debian based, another is a RPM based. So what happened? There is a some Debian based operating system. For the example is Ubuntu. Debian itself. And another is a RPM based. So based on the RPM, there is a one most popular organization. Name is a Red Hat Enterprises. What this organization have done? This organization picked this kernel, then added some basic software, and then added some application, and then launch in the market. This is also available for the free, and they make it paid. And the name is a Red Hat Enterprises Linux. Of course. So what Red Hat Enterprises have done, they have developed some paid version of the Linux. Name is a RHEL. Why he made it paid? Yeah, they made it paid. The simple reason, if you need a support, any type of the support related to the compatibility, related to the proper not working or anything, I will help you, or I will help you, your organization, to support any type of the technical support related to the development, deployment, or anything. So based on the support, this is paid. RHEL, there is a multiple versions are there. Nowadays, the RHEL 9 is available, and current version is RHEL 9. Okay. Another is a support they are providing, but they also developed another software, another operating system. Name is a CentOS, free for use. Similar, all the features which is available on the RHEL also available on the CentOS, but support is not there. If you want to use this operating system inside your organization, you can use, but support is not there. If you want to be support, you will have to go with the RHEL 9, RHEL 8, or another version of the CentOS is a free. Similar, there is another operating system known as a Fedora. This is also available free of cost. You go and search for the Fedora, CentOS. These are available free of cost. You don't know, don't pay anything for this. But if you want to be support, you need it. So now the question is, why you need a support? Because if you have seen nearby yourself, each and everyone is using Windows. Have you seen? Everyone uses videos. I am using the Windows also. Most of the candidates are using Windows. Then why I need to learn the Linux? Do you have any answer for this question? Why you need to learn Linux? Even you have seen everyone nearby you are using the Windows. Is the most of the organization are using Linux. Linux not as a client, as a server. सर्वर यूज करते हैं मोस्ट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. जितना भी आपने क्लाउड पढ़ा है, आपने क्लाउड तो सुना ही होगा, पढ़ा नहीं होगा. जितना चाहे गूगल क्लाउड हो, चाहे माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का एज्योर हो, या फिर चाहे किसी का भी हो, दे आर बेस्ड ऑन द लिनक्स. ठीक है. और आज की डेट में जितने भी सर्वर्स रन हो रहे हैं, मोस्ट ऑफ द सर्वर्स आर बेस्ड ऑन द लिनक्स. रीजन बहुत सारे हैं. रीजन ये है, फ्री है, पेड है, कोई बात नहीं है. दैट इज द रीजन मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल और द मोस्ट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, नॉट ए पीपल, दे आर यूजिंग द RHEL, not a CentOS, not a Ubuntu. They are using RHEL 8, 8.19 or whatever. तो RHEL 9 इसलिए यूज होता है क्योंकि जितने भी सर्वर्स हैं वो सारे RHEL बेस्ड हैं, और सर्वर्स को मैनेज करने के लिए ईच एंड एवरी कंपनी इज रिक्वायर्ड ए एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर. तो जब एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर है हर कंपनी में, तो जॉब्स हैं, और जॉब्स के लिए हमें पढ़ना है. ठीक है. तो जॉब्स हैं बहुत सारी लिनक्स बेस पे अवेलेबल हैं. अगर आप यू विल गो फॉर द एनी स्पेसिफिक वेबसाइट, और आई विल से हियर naukri.com इज ए वन प्लेटफॉर्म जहां पे हम वी कैन सर्च फॉर द जॉब्स. तो रियल टाइम इन्वायरमेंट में we will check here the jobs is available for the Linux or not. So simply I will type here Linux. and hit enter. Once I will hit enter here, Linux, then you will see here multiple options are available, suggestion are available, administration, administrator, system administrator, system administration. Okay, these are the most popular suggestions by the Naukri. So I have put it only the Linux and checked here, and what I have found, you can see, तो 22,000 से ज्यादा जॉब पोस्टेड है विद इन द मंथ। एक महीने में 22,000 से ज्यादा जॉब पोस्टेड है रिलेटेड टू द लिनक्स। और सब में आप देखोगे क्या पढ़ने को क्या है, सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर और सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर। when you will see, check here, there is a lots of the system administrator. Okay, and if you talk about the jobs salary, किसी के बाद कोई क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा था क्या?
यस सर, बोल रहे थे सर कि मतलब ओपनिंग जॉब में भी एक्सपीरियंस 2 से 3 साल, 2 से 3 साल, कोई भी अगर हम लोग देखते हैं पोस्ट तो सब में एक्सपीरियंस मांग रहा है सर। ओपनिंग जॉब्स में भी क्या मतलब इससे सर?
फ्रेशर्स की?
यस सर।
देखो, फ्रेशर्स की 2,000 के करीब 2,500 तो पोस्टिंग है।
उसमें भी 1 से 4 साल का फ्रेश
जीरो भी है
जो यहाँ पे है, जीरो
बहुत सारे जीरोस भी हैं। ठीक है,
यस सर।
तो जॉब्स ऐसा नहीं है कि फ्रेशर्स के लिए अवेलेबल नहीं है या फ्रेशर कैन नॉट स्टार्ट इन ए लिनक्स, कैन स्टार्ट। You can filter from here, Linux for the freshers. Then you can see completely start from the zero, completely. And this is the one portal where you have found the 700 jobs. और 700 jobs available है और ये सिर्फ 1 month का डेटा है। It is not more than 1 month. Coming back on our point, Linux. This is the real-time data I am not making from my side. और अगर इसमें देखा जाए तो सबसे ज्यादा जो जॉब पोस्टिंग है और उसकी पे स्केल है 6 to 10 LPA है, और इसके आगे भी है और इसके पहले भी है, 0 से 3 वाले भी हैं, यानी कि ये सारे फ्रेशर्स ही होंगे जहां तक मुझे लग रहा है। और 0 to 6 लाख ऐसे फ्रेशर्स आप काउंट कर सकते हैं। ठीक है, और डिफरेंट इंडस्ट्री में है कुछ, तो इसकी जॉब की पोजीशंस है जो कि निकलती रहती हैं, जॉब्स कंटिन्यू। कहने का मतलब ये है कि अगर आपको साइबर सिक्योरिटी सीखना है, अगर आपको लाइनेक्स में जॉब करना है तो आपको लाइनेक्स सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर बनना पड़ेगा। तो लाइनेक्स सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर बनने के लिए आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? अल्टीमेट यू विल हैव दिस नॉलेज, और ये नॉलेज आपके पास कैसे आएगी? तो जो सबसे ज्यादा यूज होने वाली कंपनी है, जैसे कि मैंने बताया अभी, रेड हैट लाइनेक्स है, वो सबसे ज्यादा यूज होने वाला ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है। तो उसने एक क्राइटेरिया बनाया कि जो पर्सन इस क्राइटेरिया को फुलफिल करेगा वो इस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को, यानी कि रेल को, ये जो रेल है, रेड हैट इंटरप्राइज लाइनेक्स, इसको मैनेज कर सकता है या एडमिन कर सकता है या मैनेज कर सकता है, क्योंकि मैनेजमेंट में चाहिए होते हैं बहुत सारे लोग। तो जो मैनेज कर सकता है उसके लिए इसने एक सर्टिफिकेट बनाया बेसिक लेवल का, बेसिक नहीं, मीडियम लेवल वी कैन से, दिस इज द मीडियम लेवल। तो सर्टिफिकेशन इज ए RHCSA। इसकी फुल फॉर्म है रेड हैट सर्टिफाइड सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर। रेड हैट, ये आर से रेड हो गया, हैट हो गया, सर्टिफाइड सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर। और इसने इस सर्टिफिकेशन के लिए बताया कि जो भी इस सर्टिफाइड हो जाएगा या जो भी इस एग्जाम को एग्जाम बना दिया, एक सबसे पहले क्या किया इसने, फर्स्ट ही हैव दिस कंपनी क्रिएटेड ए कोर्स कंटेंट वी कैन से, और वी कैन से द ऑब्जेक्टिव, क्या क्या उसको आना चाहिए। ऑब्जेक्टिव के बाद ही विल गो फॉर द एग्जाम एंड गेट द सर्टिफिकेट, और वंस ही विल बी सर्टिफाइड तो वो इसको मैनेज कर सकता है। ठीक है, तो उसने जो कोर्स बनाया था वो कोर्स क्या है वो मैं आपके साथ में शेयर कर देता हूं एक बार। कि जो इन्होंने कोर्स बनाया था वो कोर्स है क्या और उसमें कंटेंट क्या क्या इन्वॉल्व है। तो उस कंटेंट को आप देख लो, ये है रेड हैट सर्टिफाइड सिस्टम एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर। इसी कोर्स कंटेंट को हम लोग कवर करने वाले हैं। ये 40 आवर्स की ट्रेनिंग है, और आफ्टर द कंप्लीटिंग द 40 आवर्स you will get the enough knowledge related to the this certification and how to manage the systems related to the Red Hat or the RHEL, or we can say CentOS, or we can say Fedora. So first is understanding the basic use of the essential tools, because I have told you already there is some essential tools similar the input, output, shell, script, SSH, creating, editing the text file, copy, delete the files, permissions, all the things. Then basic of the script, how to create a small script, because everything is nowadays is automated and everyone want a automation. So for the automation you have to know about the basics of the script, how to write the script, then related to the system, how to operate the system, like reboot, boot, reboot, if any type of the process is running, how to kill the process, see the process, locating the different files, journals, start the services, stop the services. Later on, configure the local storage, how you can create a create a partition and the logic volumes. And also why Linux is differ from others, like here in a Windows, if we talk about the in a Windows, you can create a one partition of a one hard disk. If you have the one hard disk, you can create only one partition. If you need another hard disk, or you bought a new hard disk, then you will have to create a new partition. But in a Linux, in a simple partition like C drive or the D drive or any partition, you can add thousands of the hard disk. Thousands of the hard disk you can add. That is the reason the Linux is a more powerful. The one reason. So this is known as a LVM, logical volume, how you can create the logical volume, how to assign the hard disk, how to assign the partition, and how to make the format. All the thing will be covered in a configure local storage. Once it will be covered, we will move on the next one. Create and configure the file system, like different file system are used in a Linux. Because in a Windows, it is supported some limited size of the size of the file size, but in a Linux it is supporting more than the 1 TB size of the one single file, right? So how you can create this based on the different file systems. So which file system is suitable for your organization you are working for, so you can decide. Deployment of the configuration, the maintain the systems at the time of any type of the problem happened, then how you can maintain. Basic networking, how to assign the IP addresses, host name, and some type of the basics of the firewall you will learn. Once you will done, then you will move on the how to manage the users and groups, different users. As one of participant told, we can log in multiple users, but how we can manage those users, how we can add in a different groups, lots of the things we will learn here. Then also we will learn about the manage the security. Security is very important, best for the organization. So managing the security, then we will learn about the basics of the containers, like virtualization, how to create the images, how to upload, how the things are going down. We learn about the basics of the containers. So containers is very important. So we will learn all these things in within the 40 hours. Okay, now the question is, we will learn and for the job, perspective of the job, like we need to be certified, RHCSA certified. You need to be certified first. The answer is no. So what the companies are looking for? Companies are looking for two things. One is a knowledge, and another is a skill. If you have the enough knowledge, you don't have the skill, you will not get hired. If you have the enough skill, but you don't know how to express your skill, how to present your skills based on the knowledge, so until you will not get hired. This is very important. Means if you have the knowledge and a skill, both combination, means whatever the skill you have, you must know how to present your skill. So what is the skill is here? Like, you know, I had told you there is a one command, using the command is a mkdir. This command is used for the making the directory. So you know this command, but you have never used. Either you have used only one time when you are doing your study, you have used one time, two time only. So using the one time, two time, you have the knowledge, like mkdir command is used for the making the directory, right? But when you use the multiple times, 10 times, 20 times, you will understand and you will be familiar with this command. And even you don't know what is the command or what is the option you can use with this command, you will have to use this you become the more familiar and more skilled. More familiar means more skilled. So you need to practice do again and again, multiple times, 10 times, 100 times, even thousands times. It's depend on. So now the question is this: how you will do this practice on your own system? Because most of you are using the Windows. I think all of you agree. All of you are using this. Give your response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Most of you are using. Now question is this: how will you use, how will you do the practice? Because in your daily life, you are using Windows. Even I am using the Windows.